I just clicked streaming, so I'm streaming right now. So, what is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome to Discord Dungeons and Dragons with the Solaires. Currently with Wanderer, Stray, Tiny, and well, say hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm gonna make you scream.
All right, now with that cheerful introduction, just for anybody who's curious, if anybody ends up watching this or if anybody pops on and goes, "Where's Herma at?" Herma's dealing with some stuff. I'm optimistic, but to say hopefully we'll see a change in that. I don't know, but for right now, I'm controlling Henrik.
I was gonna add more to that, but I realized that the second part of that is not okay.
Yeah, basically just like I said, hopefully things change, but as of right now, Henrik is under my control. I hope that Herma comes around, but at the same time, I can't force him to do nothing, but I'm not going to abandon Henrik. So, Henrik is under my control.
Eat.
And if Herma comes into the chat and asks about it, or if he's curious about it, I will gladly tell him. In the meantime, that also means that I currently have 2 NPCs that are apparently in relationships with the PCs. It is a unique situation.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm controlling Henrik, and I mean, it depends on what happens with the other characters. I might end.
Within 5 sessions, that number's gonna be 3.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
That's a possibility.
Winter,
Yes.
you'll just catch Blue singing, "It's business. It's business time."
And then all you'll hear in my head is closing time. One last call for alcohol. All right, but anyways, about to say,
I'm drunk.
fuck you, I'm drunk. I pour my beer down the sink. I got more in the trunk. God, hell yeah. It's a good night. But anyways, with that being said, though, everybody else is still here. Everybody else is still on board. Hopefully, we can keep the peace here. And in the meantime, Henrik is, for all intents and purposes, is still here. Nothing's changed. I just hope to eventually coerce Herma to return to us. But that might take time.
He's not dead.
I have to learn. I have to get to a certain level so I can cast Resurrection.
Cast Revivify on Herma.
Well, it's been more than a minute. You're gonna have to get to the level to cast Resurrection.
Mother.
I know it's rough. I'm not, even as the DM, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. And I mean, you're not even a spellcaster. How are you gonna do that?
I know. Look, man, I have to build everything from scratch. It's just a whole thing, and I have to build my Resurrectioninator, and it's just a whole thing.
Oh God, Larry the Platypus! It's my Resurrectinator.
Fucking goddamn.
Oh, that would be a dark episode.
Goddamn.
Wait. Oh God. Doofenshmirtz starts the zombie apocalypse.
Oh no. Well, I mean, technically, he did create Night of the Living Pharmacists, which was a really good episode. which was a play on Night of the Living Dead.
I remember that.
That was a good episode.
Everyone thought they were pharmacists, and when they touched you, you became one.
Exactly. You became another Doofenshmirtz. It was very good. I actually really liked that episode. Like, goddamn, even as an adult, I gotta give cartoons credit. They do know how to make good episodes.
Phineas and
It's so much
Ferb was
easier
just
to
a
watch
good
cartoons.
series.
For
I hate
sure.
drama shit that's
Oh.
most grown-up shows.
Look, man. I could literally one of these times we'll just do a stream where we just talk about the bullshit that is. Oh, this is a teen show, or this is a kid show, and then it's like, okay, what's classified as an adult show? Oh, it has to be filled to the brim with drama. It has to be a police show or a lawyer show. It has to be a show about like this person sleeping with this person.
What's the top action that's like?
Yeah, it's got to be like a what is the name of it? Yes.
Frosty Talks After Dark.
One of these times, I'm about to say,
Yeah.
hey, man, like I've been talking about doing a podcast for a long time. I'm sad, like
We
it's.
are going to do Frosty Talks After Dark for over a fucking year, Winter.
Well, you gotta understand, man. A lot of shit has happened in a year.
True.
I'm currently between interviews.
You don't even have a job.
I know.
That's why he's between interviews.
I'm between interviews right now. Which, in case anyone is curious, I better say, I am doing okay. Better say, financially, I'm still not struggling or anything like that. Fortunately, I've never been dumb and just I don't blow all my money. I'm perfectly fine.
Did you get the money?
Yes, I did. I did get the money. Better say, and I hoard that shit in case something bad happens. Better say, you never know when bad shit hits the fan. But the point is, I'm doing okay. Better say, I currently have some interviews already lined up. Hopefully within the next couple of days, I'm back to a 7 to 3 job. But I'll be closer to home. So which means I can stream more often, and I don't go slip back into a spiral of depression.
I still haven't got the beanie, but I'm glad you got the money.
I did get the money though. It is currently in my account.
Hooray!
But I say I do. Which by the way, for start, thank you for buying my merch. But anyways, point being, I'm doing okay. I'm not drowning or anything like that. But let us go ahead and get into the game. Everyone can hear me, I assume.
Yes.
Oh my God, Tiny.
Wait.
Also, sidebar, Tiny, I did see your message, and trust me, it's something I've dealt with for a long time, and it is. Yeah, it's a thing that I typically put everyone else before myself, so it's something that I've dealt with for many years. So, I appreciate the message. I apologize I hadn't messaged you back, but to say, like I said, been really busy.
Simple solution: get good.
Yeah, you're right. I just need to get good. God damn it, Elden Ring.
This is Dark Souls. This is real life.
What's
Worse than any video game.
What's the difference? But anyways,
Princess, I'm not stabbing things.
that is true. And if I die, I die permanently.
Elden Ring for 3 days and has 24 hours in it.
Nice.
I played Elden Ring today. It has 24 hours in it. I just killed the Godfell Omen.
I am gonna pretend like I know who that is, even though I don't.
You'll find out soon.
I assume I will. But I say, I'm happy to see the Elden Ring streams have been doing really well.
Yeah, they seem to be your biggest streams.
As of currently, yeah. But I say, very pleased to see they're doing well. But again, this isn't a podcast. This is a D&D stream. But I say, so we're gonna get back into this. So shall we go ahead?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
Okay. All right. So last time on D&D. Upon entering the city of Stratford, the Solaires have gotten themselves heavily involved with the Thieves Guild. And in being part of the Thieves Guild, to gain access to their knowledge and having them on their side, they needed one of their party members to be a part of the Thieves Guild, which fortunately, the party member in this group, Kazir, had personal interest in wanting to join the Thieves Guild, and got a pretty hefty recommendation by one of its current occupants. I keep forgetting to open my notes before the stream. God damn it. Screw me. But anyways, I'll get this open. There we go. But anyways, upon doing so, in order to become a member of the Thieves Guild and earn the respect of the tribunal, the leaders of the Thieves Guild, Kazir would have to participate in what is aptly named the Trials of Shadows. The only way to become a Thieves Guild member automatically, rather than going through years of earning it. And in doing so, he had to go through a trial that represented every member of the tribunal, whether it is the trial by combat underneath Raphael, whether it was the trial by shadows, which was under Silvermoon, or the trial by navigation, which was underneath Ophelia.
Okay, hold on. I just want to point out we absolutely destroyed the trial by shadows.
Yeah, about to say, you guys did really well. That could have gone south
Yeah.
in so many different ways.
The only way it would have been better is if we didn't have to kill anyone.
That is true. And there was definitely ways you
Yeah.
could have done that.
Yeah, but we wanted to kill her. She sucked.
True. Fact. And it causes a lot of problems for the bad guys, too.
But in doing so, but when doing the trial by combat went well. It got a little close call towards the last section of the trial, but they were still successful in their mission. But the trial by shadows went supremely well. They were able to handle getting the crown with minimal issues. However, when entering the trial by navigation, something went wrong. Upon transporting to where they were supposed to go in order to do the trial, a pool of black ichor appeared below them. Below Kazir, Bimpnotten, and Henrik. Upon the transporting spell finishing, they appeared inside of what appeared to be a large city underneath a completely dark and inky sky. And through a mild investigation, they realized they were inside of Hollowheart, specifically its capital, the realm of Fraz Blue. Thinking that they were trapped and thinking there was no way out. Fortunately, the magic that caused the trial to work still was giving the participants the rigorous requirements of said trial, which again went very well. You guys could have either not read the trial, read the hints. You guys could have fucked off, gone a different direction. Literally, this shit could have gone really, really bad. And this,
Yeah.
I did have a map or two prepared just in case. And I would have felt really bad because one of my art pieces is a art piece of Fraz Blue, and that is oh boy, that would have been very interesting for you guys to have to fight an Abyssal Lord. Well, technically, he's an Abyssal Prince. He's not an Abyssal Lord. He's stronger than an Abyssal Lord. There is a difference. If you read Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, you understand what I'm talking about.
Oh, great!
Oh yeah, there's a difference.
What? Back on track.
Back on track. Upon going through Hollowheart and following the clues that were set before you, you still had the struggle of getting out of the city, which again, fortunately, due to your new demonic friend that was shackled to Henrik, you guys were able to, and some very clever moves on both Kazir's and Henrik's parts, you guys were able to successfully escape with your lives. However, with the Abyssal Prince on your tail. But inside of the room with the tribunal, the rest of the party had to piece together with the tribunal what happened and what went wrong. Upon conversation, they were able to figure out that the party was indeed in Hollowheart once again, but this time instead of just a bubble realm inside of the Hollowheart, this is the actual realm of Hollowheart. Talking amongst each other and using an item known as the Skull of Truth and Lies, they were able to find out more Blue Pole to purchase. Yeah, pretty much. Using the Skull of Truth and Lies, we're able to get some answers to what is going on and why this is all happening. How does it all tie together? And what the answer that they got, while answers some questions, still leave some things vague. Bringing up the question of why on earth would the Abyssal Lord need these drow? Why would these Abyssals why are they taking Stratford? Why are they going after Starlum? Sorry. What is the point? And in doing so, some things came clear, and some things were revealed, such as the fact that there are Broken Skull members hiding amongst some of the higher places inside of the country of Atharia. It was revealed in the last episode that one member of the Broken Skull is currently hanging out basically in the open areas of the city of Westray. There is one of the representatives, one of these Broken Skull members was infiltrated as the advisor to the king. But apparently the Skull decided to give some details on that particular individual. And the last one that was also revealed was that someone inside of Padstow, inside of the church, is also a member of the Broken Skull. But now, we come back to the party. As they have succeeded in their mission and escaped the realm of Hollowheart, let us fade back into where the party is now. So,
Hi.
Kazir,
Hey. Yeah.
as you have gone through the portal with Henrik and Bimpnotten, you watch as everything goes to black, and then suddenly, with your cat-like agility and with Henrik's pretty decent agility as well, you both land kind of on your knees and on your partially on your feet on the floor of the tribunal room. And then you watch as Bimpnotten falls onto the floor in the tribunal room.
Kazir was Kazir still holding Bimp?
Yes, but
Just checking.
but you guys went through a portal and Bimp
Okay.
and Bimp couldn't hold on because she's small and
She's small.
she's not
kinda
very
weak.
strong.
When it comes to muscles, she's not strong.
Oh yeah, intelligence she's second to none, but as far as strength
Magic,
goes,
she's pretty good too.
but as far as strength goes, not great.
Yeah.
But the rest of the party, Belwraith, Garnan, and everyone else, you guys watch as the party is once again with you inside of this room. Now standing in an orb now standing inside of the sanctum, and the orb vanishes before you. As you look around, you see the tribunal is back in their chairs, looking down upon you guys.
Kazir is kind of almost. Actually, you know, Kazir is almost shaking. Like, fucking hell. What the hell was that all about?
Blue's gonna start clapping.
He does actually say that, what the hell, but, you know, that's the attitude behind his face.
The impression he gives off.
Thank you, yeah.
But I'd say you watch as Dante, Shiba, and True Wave are joining you in clapping on that tiny. As the three of them clap for Kazir, you see the tribunal still stern-faced as ever, looking down upon Kazir and the rest of you. But you watch as the three Shadow Stalkers are all looking upon you, Kazir, and clapping, and you see True Wave with a smile on her face as she looks at you. And you watch as Lady Ophelia stands up. Kazir, come forward.
Kazir takes a step towards them and kind of bows his head.
You have undergone all of our trials, undergone all challenges before you, and even though you had your allies to have your back, you have survived all three of these challenges. A trial of strength, navigation, and subterfuge.
Oh my god.
You have done well. You have done what we have asked you to do. But you may not leave until we give you the final section of this trial.
I understand. He doesn't groan. He kind of lets out
A kind of a sigh of relief.
Yeah. Not relief, just more like, I thought this was over, but I'm not going to question it.
The mark of
You know?
the mark of mask.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And you which at this point, Kazir, you watch as Ophelia points to points to where her collarbone is, and it takes you a moment, but she's referring for you to look at where your collarbone is.
He looks down, checking it.
As you pull the armor aside, you see a symbol appear in your fur. Basically, like you've seen, like how cats will have like spots of other colors, like random spots, like a black cat will have a puff of white. In your brownish fur, you see that there is a black patch of fur that looks like a mask up here on your body. And you see that it is partially like it's like a tattoo, but it's not prominent. It's almost it's like a tuft of it. Like it's not a.
It's like my brain just. I almost said the word and then it just fell out.
It's kind of like
if someone painted the fur.
Exactly. It's more like what is the term for it? It's like a pencil-in tattoo rather than a full tattoo.
Yeah.
And so you watch as she looks down to you, as you kind of see it, and then you look. I assume you look back up.
Yeah, he does. After he sees it, he will, let go of the armor and look right back at her.
As you know, as I'm certain you have been informed, the mark of mask is a blessing that you may undertake. You don't have to. It is an opportunity for you to be in Mask's favor, and will grant you more power as one of the dark, let's say. But in order to earn it, you have to do Mask's duty, and you must assassinate 3 targets. These are optional. You do not need to do these. But this trial is not done until you know who your targets are.
Could Belwraith interrupt?
Yeah, he certainly can.
He would say to
Pardon me.
Kazir, I apologize, Kazir, for interrupting, but we are on a time schedule.
Absolutely. And we are
I'm not sure if
this shall take only a moment. And you watch as Ophelia gives a full smile, which she really hasn't done this entire time. She's always kept it.
Can I roll
A roll a what?
insight?
Absolutely.
I'm not even gonna try.
Fuck you! God damn it, that looks so much like a 12. I'm sending a picture of this.
Sure.
Because I'm mad. It was right on 12 and 2, and it said 2. It's dumb.
Ouch.
But it's still a 9, though.
Hold on, I'll roll a insight.
I'm so mad.
I'm rolling insight.
Absolutely, go ahead.
I'm so...
That's a 7. I have nothing to add to that. My insight is 0.
That's a 21.
None of you can read her.
Oh,
guess
that's
that.
dumb.
She's a rogue.
And she's also a member of the tribunal.
Yeah.
Exactly. But a rogue.
But a rogue nonetheless, so...
A rogue at any other level is still just a rogue.
Exactly, and about to say, all of you who are part rogue, you know how their stats can get fucking insane.
They have that one thing where you can't roll below a 10.
Yep, that would be a reliable talent.
Yeah.
Can't wait
It's
to get
overpowered.
Well, you say that, but it only works for stats you're proficient in. Anything else, you're on your own.
And
If we're going to talk about broken, a bard's jack of all trades is a little broken.
it's very broken, but
it's
still.
But it's fun.
Hold on. a bard. You only need, I think, 2 levels in bard for that. So if you got reliable talent and jack of all trades, either you're rolling amazing or you're rolling pretty darn well. It's a really good multi-class.
But you watch as she smiles, and she kind of extends out her hand, and you watch as she lifts up her hand, palm forward at you. You watch as a bubble appears in her hand, but this bubble is basically similar to the orb you guys saw on the screen. You were able to screen the trials through, but this one seems basically palm sized, and you guys watch as it floats to right in front of Kazir. Kazir, do you touch it?
Yeah, Kazir touches it.
Both hands.
He's a cat.
Sorry,
Seriously?
muted myself
Or
because I
take
coughed.
He's a cat.
No problem. Both hands.
Yeah.
As
Still
you
touch it with both hands,
as
looking into it.
as you grab it, you feel a sensation that you've only felt once or twice in your life. A sensation is basically it feels like something way beyond your comprehension is in your hands. It's almost as if you're holding a shard of something that doesn't belong in the material plane. And as you hold it, you watch as there are shadows inside of it, and they're just bobbing and weaving all around. At this point, I would like everyone to mute except for Kazir.
Ooh. Alright.
Kazir, as you are holding this orb in your hands, you feel transfixed. You feel as if you are lightless. It almost feels like the room itself has gone cold. And it almost feels like you are being pulled into this orb. And as you continue to hold it, you feel yourself becoming one with the shadows inside of the orb. Inside, you stand. Alone. What do you do?
Kazir looks around to see if... Sorry. Kazir looks around to see what he's supposed to do here. I mean, what there is here.
Roll a perception check.
Alright. And good thing I have that high up. My perception is... Yeah, my dice hate me. That was a 5 on the dice, but Kazir's perception, thankfully, is pretty damn high.
Plus 9, so
Plus 9, yeah. So
14.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
14.
You kind of look around, and it looks like nothing but shadows. But there's a light. Like there's got to be a light. In order for you to see shadows around you and not complete darkness, means there has to be a light. And as you kind of spin around, trying to transfixed on figuring this out, you see a man standing probably about 40 feet away from you, dressed in pure black leather armor, wearing a hood. And as you look at him, he looks at you, and you can see that he's wearing a mask. And he motions his hand upwards and kind of pulls 4 fingers towards you and back to him, beckoning you to follow.
He kind of swallows hard as he approaches the person.
All right. So you follow behind him?
Yeah.
As you get closer, you notice that he is walking on the ground, He appears to be normal in most cases, as far as you could tell. Shut up, Teddy. I read that. God damn it. But you'll notice that his cape is black as night, and his cowl over his head is almost... If he wasn't wearing a mask, you'd see nothing at all. And he just continues to walk forward, and walk forward, and walk forward. Until finally, you come upon what appears to be a vast pool. What appears to be black water. And he looks to you. And he motions his hand out to you, pointing and basically gesturing for you to go into the water. What do you do?
Azir to himself says, "This is probably a bad idea." Could you hear that? Just making sure because I realized I was.
I heard you.
Okay, just making sure. Anyways, as he takes a deep breath and goes into the water.
You step into the water. It's cold. It's beyond cold. You've never felt this cold in your life. But as you keep pushing forward, it gets to your ankles, gets to your knees, your hip, your chest. Soon, only your head is above the water. Do you continue?
Azir kind of looks back at the person as if to make sure this is what he's supposed to do.
You watch as he looks at you, and he nods his head up and down.
Azir kind of shivering, takes a deep breath as he submerges himself completely.
As you submerge, you can feel the cold kind of start to end, almost feeling like it's entering you at this point. The water kind of goes into your mouth and up your nose. You can feel the sensation over your eyes and in your ears. It almost feels like you're choking. It's suffocating you. But do you continue to go forward?
Yes, I continue to go on.
As you were going into this, pushing yourself deeper into this water, you force yourself to endure it, and eventually you feel nothing. The sensation is just overbearing. But as you force your eyes open, images start to appear before you. You see an image of a man, a Goliath, large, surrounded in water. You see him holding a blade, a large great sword, and you see a tendril going around the blade, and you watch him scream, and you watches him running into battle. Khazir, do you know who this is?
If I was to take a guess, I'd say it's
You
shoot, my brain just shut up.
do you need his name?
No, yes, please. I know the name, my brain won't pick it out right now. Shit. Why is my memory so fucking shit like that?
It's okay. Yes.
Why? You made it very hard.
I know who it is. My brain just won't.
I'm asking a question. If you don't remember, I would just say have you roll an intelligence check.
Alright, I'll roll.
And depending on how high you roll, I'll tell you what you know.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. It's also a test to see if you guys are keeping notes and everything.
Shoot! I dropped it.
Which I know Tiny keeps a lot of notes, but it's a lot of notes, and you haven't seen this person in quite some time.
What was roll?
Yeah.
It is a history check in this case. You're just trying to remember something.
What's my history?
I assume a plus 0.
I know who he is.
Plus 1.
Huh?
That's
I
5.
Eh.
That's a 5.
A 5? You remember... Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Just remember, he's the guy keeping Blue's fish.
I was about to say what I was
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Basically, what I was going to say is from that you don't remember a name, but you remember meeting this person when you Blue and Symbol returned to Pegland to see what happened to Pegland, and you do know of its current fate. This was the individual who rules over the cult that rules over it. As far as a name, you don't remember, but you do know this person. As the picture of this individual leaves your eyes, you're suddenly back in the darkness. You feel the sensation, almost as if you're being rushed through the water, like you're being dragged, almost as if something has you and is pulling you through. Suddenly, the sensation stops again, and your vision returns to you once again. This time, you see an individual. He is not what you expected. A bit smaller, hunched over. Her skin is a purplish blue, one eye whited out. Her carrying a staff, and you see a wicked smile on her face. Kazir, roll a history check with advantage.
Oh. All right.
Winter!
What?
No!
You know who it is. Please be something good. Ah, that was a 6. I'm gonna start using Avery for. That's a 7.
7 plus 1, so 8.
No, 6 plus 1. Sorry.
Honestly, the only reason I made you roll for this is because of the fact that you've never really seen her. But the moment you see the sigil in her staff, your blood starts to boil. You know who this individual is. This is the same bitch you've been hunting for a long time.
Oh, fuck!
But as soon as you see this individual, it's almost as if the skull showed him. Okay, fair enough. So you do recognize this person. But
Yeah.
but for prosperity's sakes, for posterity, the moment you see the symbol, it all comes back to you.
Yeah.
And suddenly you watch as your vision blanks again. And as you are dragged through the water, pulled and ripped, you feel pain, like the pressure in your ribs. You feel a pain in your chest. And suddenly it comes to a stop. It is very quiet. As your vision appears before you again. You're in a courtroom. This room is massive and beautiful. You see a set of stairs going up a marble staircase with a purple rug going down it. Above you, you look up to see 2 chairs. You see behind these chairs a purple banner with a symbol that you've seen many times before while traveling to this country. You see 2 individuals sitting in these chairs. You see other people in this room staring around, but as you look at most of them, their faces are blank. They don't seem like anyone you're supposed to be attentive to. But one person looks normal. And as you look at him, you see a face of a man. Physique, while smallish in stature, you'd probably say he's probably shorter than you. About to say he's probably 5'7", 5'8". He looks physically strong, dressed in these robes, very garish in some ways, beautiful in others. But as you look at this individual, there is two things that stand out to you. One, his eyes. His eyes, while blue, you would think normal, not an issue. They're different. They don't look like normal eyes, almost as if slits in them. But you don't know what that means. There are weird individuals out there. But the other thing you see is a crown on his head. Large and luxurious. Roll a history check.
Oh, my die. No, you know what? I'm gonna roll with Avery. 12.
12. Looking around this
Yeah.
room, keen focused on not the individual, but the room itself. Where could you be? Who could this be? It doesn't take you too long to figure out who you're staring at. You are currently locked eyes with the king of Atharia, staring down at you. And suddenly your vision
Damn it, Winter, you gave me chills.
and suddenly your vision goes to black. And you feel that rush of water as suddenly you are pulled from the black lake and you are currently back on the ground. You are coughing, trying to get this out of your lungs. And you see this individual standing right before you.
Once Kazir catches his breath, he stands up and looks at the individual, kind of trembling a bit with a surge of all kinds of emotions, confusion, anger, fear even.
You watch as the person offers a hand out to you.
He takes the hand.
He helps you to your feet. And he looks you in the eyes. He stares back at the water and stares back at you. Almost to say, did you see what you needed to see?
I nod simply but trembling.
The individual nods his head. And you watch as the individual grabs the mask in front of his face and he pulls it off. He looks at you. But to your surprise, as he pulls the mask off, you only see yourself.
Oh.
And you see a smile, a very roguish, sly smile across his face. As he extends the mask out for you.
I reach out and take the mask, a little bit confused, but I put it on.
All right. That smile remains. You watch as he takes a step back from you, and you watch as he gives you a very simple and courteous bow. Before returning to his position, standing up, and you suddenly feel yourself being dragged back into the darkness. You feel yourself being pulled, and suddenly you're back on the outside, staring at the orb in your hands, and you watch as it just in your hand. To the rest of you, for what you see, you guys watched as Kazir was staring into this orb. He was unblinking. It almost looked like he wasn't breathing. And you watch as Kazir, as the bubble pops, you watch as a mask materializes from the shadows in front of his face. And as he looks up, you guys watch as a cowl. You watch as Kazir's cowl is over his head, and as he looks up to any of you, you don't see Kazir's face. You see pure darkness, and red eyes. Kazir, you feel totally fine. It's like nothing happened aside from the harrowing experience that you just visioned. Everyone can unmute now.
Kazir's gonna look over to the cat lady.
You're just
That-
forcing Kazir to do stuff now?
I think he meant Tiny.
Oh, now he's part of the game. Okay.
Hi.
Look, yeah.
Hello. Save me. Was gonna
Oh,
look
no,
over
little Game
to-
Boy.
I think name again.
So you see Kazir before you with everything I explained. You said you would look over to Silver.
Yes. Is he allowed to tell us targets or no?
He is entitled to speak to whomever he trusts about his targets. However, what he hides and what he keeps to himself is up to him. These targets are optional, but for every one that you successfully take care of, Mask will support you and make you more powerful. You watch as she gestures to the other two members of the tribunal, and you watch as each of them show a different body part. You watch as Raphael lifts up his arm, and you see the same mark of Mask, almost like a tattoo on his body, but you see that his is faded, almost as if he got it and he just never had it updated, if that makes sense. Like never got the ink refreshed.
Makes sense.
You watch as Ophelia shows her collarbone, and you see what the mask. The shade is different. It looks a little more defined, but it's not very prominent. But then you watch as Silver. You watch as she lifts up her sleeve, and you watch on her forearm. You see a very prominent black mask symbol on her arm. Depending on how far you wish to take Mask's blessing, it will grant you more abilities and allow you to do far more than you think. And you watch as suddenly, before your very eyes, Silver is standing an inch before you, almost as if a blink of an eye had flashed.
No.
You become more powerful with every target you kill. Be warned. The people you kill may not be evil, but that doesn't mean they're good. It's up to
Because
you.
you're not.
It's up to you to decide whether they live or die. But Mask has shown you what his thoughts on those individuals are. And you watch as you blink and you see her back in her chair.
Sorry.
Which go ahead.
Kazir, it is up to you or not. Once this meeting is finished, if you tell us who the targets are.
Mm-hmm.
Azir definitely will tell everyone. Well, two of them are people we already planned to kill. Kind of says with a slight smirk. The other one is the guy running the. I'm trying to sort out my head. Words. Word not coming. Ugh. Yeah, we have to kill. I have to kill. He goes up to the group, kind of. We have to kill the king, the hag, and he's not the leader of the Neo-Naga, but kind of like the second in command.
No. The Goliath is the leader of the Neo-Naga.
Oh, and the leader of the Neo-Naga.
I don't think I know who that is, do I?
Yeah, go.
Belrith, roll a religion check.
Okay, I'm not proficient in that, even though that I'm
Cleric.
one of them.
It's weird since religion isn't intelligent.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing that they have, but at the same time, knowing religions and having everything memorized is an intelligence thing, not a wisdom thing.
Yes.
I think I have a single clue who they are. I rolled a 7.
You've heard rumors of a cult that has spawned on the eastern side, the western side of Atharia. Not much as you don't really know too much about them. They're not exactly a widespread phenomenon, but they are around. You just don't. Basically, it rings a bell, but nothing concrete.
They are a prominent cult.
They are a prominent cult in the east, apparently.
Belrith will speak. Sorry, did you say the king?
Azir just kind of nods a bit.
I don't need to tell you that I can't really help you on that one.
I understand.
You watch as oh gosh. I'm choking. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay, sorry. I needed a drink of water. All right. You watch as Karik kind of pats you on the back. You gotta understand. The king is a difficult target. And I mean, he's a terrible man, but he's not an evil man, to my knowledge. Which
No, probably wouldn't have actually. Never mind.
Which Tiny.
Oh, hi.
If you about to say if Baloo would like to roll a history check with advantage about the king, you certainly can because you have insider knowledge.
Yes. I need to find my flashlight. There's my flashlight.
Yeah, he's the only one pretty much born here.
Yep, and also the fact that he has a friend over in Westray.
Yeah. What's history again?
History is an intelligence check.
I know.
What'd you get?
Beep beep boop bop.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
So I have a +6. That's a 25.
Nice. All right. So here's what you know. So here's what you need to know. Here's what you know as a person who knows more of the insider of the castle and how Westray works. So the ruler of Atharia married in. It was the daughter who was born from the king and the previous queen. The previous king before him was also not born into the family. He married the previous queen, who is the heir to Atharia. It seems to be a chain with this family that rules over since the very first king and queen that ruled over Atharia. Really, it seems the last couple of generations, it's been the daughter who has taken the role as ruler of the kingdom, and the king has married in. You would know that this king, who currently is married to the queen of Atharia, or in this particular case, Queen Atharia III, as you would know that is who it is. Her father Prior was the one who brought slavery back. That's why monster races, especially in populated cities, aren't they're not necessarily immediately enslaved, but they are considered second-class citizens and are treated badly. Belwraith would know about that, but fortunately in his case, because he grew up with the church, they did protect him. But tieflings, bugbears, goblins, orcs, so on and so forth, there is a level of disrespect towards them. There are exceptions, but there is a level of disrespect. The current king, the one that's supposedly the target in the three for Khazir, he enforces the rule of slavery. There has been movements towards freeing slaves and ending slavery once again, especially with the kingdom regaining its funds and doing better. But and the queen was for it. The queen wanted to end it as soon as possible. She didn't like that her father brought it into play in the first place. You would know this, again, by your friend on the inside. However, you would know that it was the current king who spoke up against it and said, why would we want to stop making money? And this person can be incredibly cruel towards people. But at the flip side of this, has also been incredibly kind. This person has single-handedly stopped threats of war. This person has made peace where everyone thought was impossible. This person commands respect and gets it in return. This man he has protected Westray. Westray has had some problems, but it's never been so bad that it would cause problems for its citizens. And you would know that as a citizen of Westray at one point. You would know that even in the Bard's College, they did incredibly well and were heavily funded. There wasn't any issues with what they did. The issue is the rest of the country. Atharia itself seems to have always dealt with a lot of problems. And the king helps in some ways, but it's almost as if he's holding back in others.
Basically, it's like he's a biased bastard, to forgive the language.
Yeah, pretty accurate. There seems
He'll
to be...
do whatever he has to help himself and his country, but if it's anyone else, you better back out.
And even his own country, it seems like he singles out Westray as his grounds of protection. Westray never seems to have any issues. The rest of the country, however, you saw what happened in Peglin and Belval.
Good point.
If it wasn't for the fact that Peglin was such a successful city, Belval could have been doomed. Not to mention, when the Neo-Naga got involved, you didn't see the king lift a finger to help them.
Or the Broken Skull.
Yeah, or you noticed that, and you've even seen clues in the dossier that Khazir that you found. You know that the dossier states that the Broken Skull incidences have happened. Starlam has been in danger for months. The city apparently is floating in the sky, and the king has done nothing. He won't. He hasn't even sent his army to go investigate. So there's a lot to this individual. You don't know the full parameters, as honestly there isn't a role to know everything. Even if you rolled a nat 20, Tiny, I will tell you this openly. There are many things that you would know, and many things that you will never know. But with your incredibly high roll, that is what you know.
Just like real life, you couldn't know everything about the person unless you were like his mother.
I can always call my informants. Insider news.
Exactly. All right, guys, roll for whistleblower.
Blue kind of puts his hand on his head. The king... We need to give him some time. We can take out the other targets while the king is, getting his stuff together, I guess I could call it. He was, like you said, Belwraith, Kark, he's not a good guy, but he's not evil?
It's a complicated thing. As a former member of the Razors, we've always been cautious when it comes to royalty, and him in particular, he is a, well, difficult individual.
Yes, he's sort of biased, we could say. He keeps an eye on Westray,
Pardon me.
but doesn't really help out anywhere else. Remember that situation down, what's it called? The one where that had zombie ogre?
Belval.
Remember that situation in Bilbo where the land was cursed?
Is Tiny talking to the group or
Kazir.
to? Oh, yeah, I remember.
Well, the king didn't do anything
Well,
to do that.
even if he did, I personally would rather see him dead because of, well, if it wasn't for him and would Kazir know that? Just making sure. Kazir knows that the king is for slavery, right?
Yes, you would know that with your knowledge, especially with talking with Blue and various other members that live in Atharia. The conversation was brought up about slavery, and when you guys first entered Melbourne, that is when you truly got to see what it meant.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
If
Blue
it weren't
has
for
strong
him-
political views.
If it weren't for the king doing that, I probably wouldn't be in this hunting down for my wife. I need to
Kazir,
get my wife back.
that's not how that works. Your
If he-
wife.
if he- If he wasn't for slavery, it would have been a little less likely, probably. That at least that's
wife-
his view.
Your wife was taken by a hag. That isn't the king's thing.
I'm sorry, do we really have time for this?
Not really.
True. Because he kind of nods.
Which again, to all of you guys, you don't see Kazir's face. You see under his cowl pure darkness and two red eyes.
That's still
I forgot to take that off.
I cast.
He kind of takes it off. Oh, he's talking to them now.
Kazir, as you take it off, you see a mask in your hand, and I will post a picture in the chat what it looks like.
What is this mask called? Just making sure.
It is
so that
called.
I can-
It is literally called the Mask of Mask.
All right, and
Makes sense.
just so that I have on my description, what does it do?
Well, until you don't have exactly.
No.
The thing is, you don't know.
Oh.
You wore the mask as if it was nothing. To everyone else, your face was obscured and you only saw red eyes.
Oh,
That is all you know.
Would I know if we are back in the not material plane?
You guys are still currently inside. You guys are currently still in this sanctum, surrounded by the same walls you saw before. But you watch as they look at you. You watch as Kazir looks back up to the tribunal. Mask now off. You watch as they look down at you. Kazir, congratulations and welcome to the Thieves Guild. And you watch as the walls melt around you, returning and fading until you see the doorway that leads out of here once again, and you see the doors to the various rooms you guys have stayed in. And now looking at all of you, You are now all technically members of the Thieves Guild. And you watch as Silver steps in. Kazir, since you accomplished the Trial of Shadows, and now wear a mask, you are not just a member of the Thieves Guild. You are a Shadow Stalker. One of mine.
While she's speaking, Belwraith isn't gonna waste time. If he has things in his room, he'll collect them and immediately head for the door.
Alright, so you head back to your room to grab your stuff and everything?
Yep. If there's even anything there.
Which, I mean, it's just your pack and everything that you probably just set down. You guys kept your weapons and all your stuff on you, but like I assume you probably set down like all your extra stuff that you didn't need to be carrying around with you.
Yeah. Most likely. Kazir responds to her, I understand.
And also, be proud. Very few get one of those, as she points to the mask in your hand.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be here, have done this. He is actually stammering, by the way.
Yep.
Just to clarify that, because I know I stammer, but most of the time it's not me. You know what I mean.
But Kazir's case particular...
Yeah. Kazir isn't normally stammering like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
but
Kazir actually just asks her exactly what are the qualities of this mask.
That's what the mask looks like when you're not wearing it.
Neat.
But as you put it onto your face, you don't need to tie those strings on the back of your head. They just attach.
Cool.
You wish to know what you wish to know what the mask does.
If you are comfortable, if you are willing to tell me.
We can only tell you what was told to us. That if you wear the mask, no one will know, as you are one with the shadows, who killed them.
Ooh. So it's kind of better that Kazir does hunt alone. Alfred was the mask. Okay, that's my favorite show. First of all, haven't seen it in years.
Oh yeah, the animated series. Oh, so good.
Oh no, the
movie.
The movie, I mean.
Oh, the
favorite movie. I haven't actually seen the animated series.
Really? Oh, it was so good. It was so funny.
But I might have, but I might be crossing it with Super Freak because they are like really similar humor if memory serves.
Super Freak was also really good.
That's pretty much what Blue does.
My child mind did not like how it was like a real life show, but with cartoonness.
Yeah. Basically, he's like a human cartoon.
Yeah, and my child brain did not like that, and I hated this, like, with a passion.
I can understand that.
Did you ever watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes, loved it.
Loved that movie. Did you know that the TV series Bonkers was based off of that?
Yeah.
A little bit off topic.
Okay, but anyways, to get back on topic. But yes, that is what the mask looks like when you're not wearing it. But if you were to put it up to your face, it will attach to you. It will basically attach to you. And basically all you know is what they told you.
Cool. I'm gonna label it as Gray Fox Effect.
Nice. I mean, pretty close, but there is a difference.
Yeah, I know. The Gray Fox thing is like nobody recognizes you, period, when you have it on.
No one knows who you are, period.
Basically erased from history. Well, that's what's the curse. But
It's
yeah.
well, I'm about to say it's also a cursed mask. You can't take it off. The only way the person was able to take it off was because he fucking had to open an Elder Scroll and learn how to take it off.
Well, he could take it off.
No.
He just couldn't. Nobody could remember him when he did.
Yeah,
because he was a stranger. Remember?
Yeah, you as a
Sorry.
No, you're good. You as a player can take it off because the curse was removed from it.
Well,
But
I mean, the character could too, because remember he was the dark stranger that helped you all the time.
yeah. But the thing is, if you'll notice that, like, his whole storyline is that if he ever took it off, he would still be the stranger.
Yeah.
No one would know who he is.
Take it off.
Yeah.
He was
the Gray Fox.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
With it on, with the Gray Fox, with it, he was literally no one.
But back on topic. So, Belwraith, you go to grab your materials and everything. About to say, what does the rest of the party do?
I pet my dog.
You go get your dogs.
No, they were in the room the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were just sitting there. They probably have to use the bathroom at this point.
Yeah.
Fair. Kazir nods, responding to her. All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
And Kazir's kind of torn with what to do right now, because Belwraith here is running off pretty much, but on the other hand, he's got 3 people he needs to kill, and which are pretty much the other way from where Belwraith wants to go, from my understanding.
Can't kill them yet, anyways.
Well, I mean, not kill. He'd want to make headway towards them, especially what?
Actually, one of your targets, the hag, is in the direction of where Belwraith wants to go.
Oh, the hag is in direction? I thought that was like back the way we came.
No. That the one back from where you came, at least to your knowledge, is
the Ender.
Yeah, the Ender, who is
cool.
the ruler of the Neo-Naga, back towards Pegland. At least that's to your knowledge. And as far as the king goes, well, you know where he is.
Yeah, true. True.
Which also, sidebar, Tiny Blue, you would know the king has never left Westray since he became king.
Yeah.
The only
I could have guessed that.
The only weird thing that you don't know about, and even your contact doesn't know, because you rolled a 25, no one knows where he came from. Exactly. He was a noble who came. He apparently must have proved his case or something worthy of becoming the king. He had a lot of money, apparently. He was incredibly powerful, supposedly. But no one knows where he came from. And he never leaves. He's just stayed in Westray, and if any diplomats want to speak with him, they have to come to him.
That's
He's
interesting.
secretly a dragon. The end. I figured out the secret. Anyways,
Well, maybe.
I'm gonna take my dogs out to go pee.
You do that.
Kazir reluctantly gets ready to go, just because Belwraith is so,
We need to get...
We're like riding to it, right? We're not teleporting or anything like that.
We should probably ask about if we could use their teleporters.
I don't
Or-
know. I'm out of character. I don't know if that's a good idea.
We kind of have an army right at our front doors at this moment.
Both are bad choices, because if we teleport into the city, then Belwraith is gonna get recognized, and then
Yeah, that might not go great. I mean, you could definitely try, but you're also a tiefling.
yeah.
Can't teleport there. As Belwraith has already figured out, they probably changed the teleportation circles.
Well, I mean, we could teleport closer, you know what I mean?
To
It's also true.
Westray?
That's what I was thinking. We could hit an in-between point, but
Yeah, but we still need to...
You-
The closest I think we can teleport there is Westray.
I feel like our best bet would be grab horses and book it.
That would take months.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
not
it's
sure.
okay.
Well, let's not forget, guys, that Garnan still has business to take care of, and
Yeah,
also
we need to go.
Oh yeah, we
Kill-
still have.
That's right.
not to
Well,
men-
That's
Garnan's
the-
muted, so if he wants to put his 2 cents in, he has to unmute.
not to mention
Hey, fuck you.
I'll take that as a no input.
also not to mention the fact that Henrik has business to do with Starlam as well, considering that's where the Artificer Guild is.
Hold on. First off, Ezrin's not in Starlam at this current moment,
That is
so
true.
it's not as well. Second off, I want to cast Sending.
Okay, do you have the spell slots for that?
I do. I have not used many.
Are you sure? I'm pretty confident you used a decent. I know that Belwraith used a ton of his sending spells. Did Tiny?
Belwraith used all of his sending spells. I
Belwraith
think.
used a ton. I've used 2, third
Oh.
level.
Okay, just making sure. Yes.
I have one left.
The thing is, while the trials were all in multiple different sessions and everything, only one day has passed, at least to your guys' knowledge.
So, I'm going to cast Sending.
Alright.
What?
I just had an exorcism.
All right, who are you sending? Who are you sending to?
Hold on. I'm gonna ask for the Death Ward ring. Is here.
Kazir gives him the Death Ward ring. Which,
Well,
Wait.
actually, no.
Yeah.
Kazir gave it back to Garnan.
oh yeah, because-
Garnian let him keep it for
Oh,
the
yeah.
third trial.
Garnan let him keep it for the third trial.
Good call too. That could have gotten really bad.
yeah.
I'm gonna put that on. Then I'm gonna cast Death. I'm not Death Ward.
You're gonna cast Death Ward? Holy shit!
Cast Death
Man,
Ward.
that's a
on top of it.
powerful spell.
Wait, hold on a second. If you can cast Death Ward, why do you need the Death Ward ring?
In the case I die twice.
The very rare case. double power word kill. That's how they always get you.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sending to the Donaruk.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Kill apologizing. I ran off to go join the fight in Stratford. I did not want to disappoint the tunnel, so I went to make myself useful. And
Okay. I heard up to I wanted to make myself useful.
I wanted to make myself useful in battle.
Okay. You lagged out a little bit there, and I was just like, okay, I felt like there was a couple more words there. All right. So, and that's your message?
Yes.
It takes no time at all for you to hear a response. Oh gosh, I haven't done his voice in a while, so I just gotta channel my inner orc. It's hard. His voice is like orc voices are very like teeth forward.
Yeah, I can instantly switch to it.
Oh. Well, worry not, friend. I haven't seen you on the battlefield yet, but don't worry. We're almost to the city already. We should be there in a matter of hours.
Oh!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You
Well,
guys,
that's valuable information.
you guys,
for the...
you guys have been
field.
you guys have been in the city for the last 3 days.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. I need to pull up something.
Absolutely. Remember, crying is a free action.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
Oh
He
shit!
looks scared. I am temporarily giving myself the frightened condition.
There. Oh, I realize what Kazir should be doing. Trying to stop Bellwraith and make him think we need to rest for a minute before we go off to fight something else.
Yeah, because he actually doesn't know any of this is going on.
It's
He's
true.
Well, I
kinda
mean, he
on his own
If
thing
he's
right now.
if he's walking off alone, he can keep walking off alone. Blue's gonna run to the tribunal.
Well, you guys are still in the sanctum. You guys have never said you left, so you're still there. You guys have
Bellwraith is into the his room.
Yeah, it's literally Bellwraith's in his room currently grabbing all of his stuff, which is going to take a few minutes. It's not just simple as bag, go.
Blue is taking his dogs out to go pee.
Oh, you took it out to go pee, and then you were like, sending spell, and then at that point I assume you drop the leashes prominently, look at the random person, go like, you, watch the dogs, and run back.
Yes.
Alright then.
Full dashing 90 feet.
Alright, you get back. Bellwraith, at this point, you're probably just about to... You were leaving the room, and you're back in the sanctum when you see Blue running back into the room.
He'll just look at him.
Tribunal?
How's it going, my friend? You seem panicked.
The Tanaruk and his, allies are on the way.
You watch as his face goes from, like, kind of a joyous, kind of happy, to a serious tone. My friend, what do you mean?
I mean, to keep my cover, I was sending the Tanaruk a message disguising as Urkil, aka his secretary, and they're on their way now. They're gonna be here in a few hours.
You watch as the three of them share looks. It looks like our time of being on the sidelines has come to an end. Would you not say, Lady Ophelia, Lady Silvermoon? I think it's time we get involved ourselves. You may be right on this one. Unfortunately, it seems that our hands are tied. And our friends here, as she gestures towards all of you, you are all weakened by the trial. You have all had a harrowing day. You must rest. And you see Silver step forward. It seems our time has come. Rest. We will need you on the battlefield. What do you say, Solaris?
Fuck. And Bellwraith will turn on his heel and go back into his room.
Kazir kind of chuckles at Bellwraith's reaction in somewhat agreement of like, but Kazir nods. Yes, I agree. Rest sounds like a very good idea. As he heads to his room.
I apologize for contacting him. I thought it was a good idea. I'm gonna go sleep. Oh God.
You watch Garnan.
Yeah.
You watch as you, from your perspective, immediately you see Bimp and Knackle still, like, Bimp is kind of fidgeting over Philman, trying to, like, double check him, but you see Knackle kind of swat her hand away and just go, no, you must rest. You have used spells and must rest. I will watch over our friend here. And as they're doing that, you feel a hand still on your shoulder. And you look down and you see... God damn it, I'm choking. I'm moment ruining. You watch as Alosa. God damn it. Shut up. It's sinus season.
It's
But
understandable.
You watch as Alosa looks to you and goes, You should also get some rest, Garnan. You've worn yourself out quite a bit with all the fights you've done.
Darnan, as a little bit of blood trickles down from his forehead, I'm fine.
Garnan, and you watch as like her hand, one hand still on her shoulder. You watch as her other hand's like on your cheek, like forcing you to look at her. If your brother is on the battlefield, you need to rest. I want to complete my mission, but you need to complete yours too.
He just sighs. Fine. But only because you requested it.
You see a smile on her face. I can live with that.
I think I need to remind you, we still have the same room. You can change if you want to. It's fine.
You watch you watch her kind of laugh a little bit, and as her mood seems to have gotten a little bit better since seeing the vision, but you can still see a little bit of concern. But you see that because you're succeeding and like seeing the party kind of all back together, you kind of see her a little bit of a smile on her face, and she goes, "Well, that's very gentlemanly of you." And you watch her smile as she goes to the room to do as she does.
She's going to our room?
Yep.
Okay.
And you watch it, and you can just feel the look of Karek on your Karek like staring at you, and you just see a smirk.
What?
Nothing, mate. Just nothing.
He's still got his head together.
So confused.
You watch it. You guys watch as Henrik like pulls out his gun, and he kind of just looks at it and goes, "I'm gonna take this time and make sure all my shit's together. We have assholes to kill."
I don't know why, Winter, but as soon as you said Henrik pulled out his gun, for some reason, I was about to say, "I'm gonna sharpen this baby."
I'm gonna sharpen this gun. Motherfuckers won't see what's coming. Just go, "I'm gonna shoot you," and then go for the secret stab. No one expects the secret stab.
That actually sounds like it would be a decent idea. Like not like a real sword gun, but like a little dagger at the tip of it.
That's called
sword guns.
I was about to say. Well, for starters, that's Leon from Final Fantasy 8. Sorry, and also Stray. That's a bayonet. That's a little thing you add to the end of your gun and stab people with.
Yeah, I should have realized.
That's an in real life thing.
But
I was thinking like handgun, little pointy thing on the handgun.
you got a handgun and you're like you got it like up to his stomach, and it's like he's like, "You wouldn't dare shoot. I'll make sure you don't shoot." And you just push the gun. Little do you know, it's actually secretly a knife.
Yeah.
Pocket sand.
The more I think about it.
But anyway,
How should I do this?
One thing I wanted to add is after Kazir goes into his room and gets ready to lay down, he takes a shot of the main mead. Main wine.
Yep. But it's
yeah,
it's wine specifically for the main. You take it. You take a shot of it.
Well, like about a half a mouthful. You know what I mean? Kind of enough to maybe numb the feelings and calm him down, and also give a good taste.
As you take a drink of it, and you just kind of you're like, it's to settle your nerves. Suddenly, your nerves are completely settled. You feel no anxiety, and you actually feel like you're more focused. You almost feel like you're empowered. This wine is only made specifically for the ruler of Uskar. for the next 24 hours, Kazir, you are immune to fear and have advantage on all con saves.
Wow.
I could do that too.
Yes,
I
you
can
can.
do that too, just with, regular booze.
Yeah, but this doesn't come with the disadvantage.
Oh wait, technically though, I wouldn't get advantage to con since I have that poison necklace.
Yep, but this is but to say this, if you didn't have the necklace, it gives you advantage on all con saves, not just poison.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
But to say it is a wine specifically made for the main, which now that you're drinking it, you're like, huh? No wonder why this is only for the main.
Yeah. Kazir kind of smirks, looking at the bottle as he puts it away and lays down for a good rest. Well-deserved rest.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go get my dogs. That was good timing on Blue's words.
It was. You guys could have just you guys could have just gone to rest and completely forgot about it, and
Yeah, that would have been ugly.
shit could have gotten really bad.
You probably saved everyone, Tiny, again.
Can Belwraith catch Blue on the way out?
You certainly can if you haven't left.
You can.
Like to.
Okay.
I wouldn't do this under normal circumstances, but I need to ask you a favor.
What's the favor?
Cast Sending twice.
I was on a mission today. I don't have any spells left.
None at all?
I only have second and first.
Alright, no issue.
You can talk to Bimp about that if you'd like. She also has that spell. Or you can talk to a member of the tribunal or anyone here, because we are technically honorary Thieves Guild members.
Which means you have access to all their information as well, if you wish to, if you care to.
I do care to.
Absolutely.
The next place,
Okay, I'm going to cuddle my
the next
dogs.
place I'd like to go to is they have like a library. Right?
They have a whole ass library, and if you want specific information, you simply must ask. As you guys remember, and as a DM, it has been a while, so I will remind you. The tribunal gave you all information that if you wanted it, you could ask for it.
Oh yeah, I need information on my friends. That might help calm me.
Mm-hmm. Better say.
Yeah, I'd like. In that case, I would like to go to the library. However, I can wait.
Okay.
Oh, before and never mind. I'll let everyone else go first.
Blue's gonna actually ask you to come with him and get the dogs first, since he's going to the library. And he doesn't know where it is.
You include asking Bill Race, right?
Yes.
Which
Just making sure.
I forgot to mention. As soon as Karak snickered and walked away, Garnan would have gone to the room as well.
Okay, fair enough. Which for Garnan, that also means for you too. You don't necessarily have to go to the library. You could always ask a member for information, and if it's within their power, they can get you the information that they have for you. But the library obviously is the closest way to get that information, but if there's something you want to know, you can ask.
Library as in, like, Thieves Guild library?
As in Thieves Guild library. You have access to it now. And Kazir, technically you have access to the restricted area of that library because you are because you are a shadow stalker.
Cool.
Hey, Kazir. Before you head out, could I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Could you, dig up any information on my mother, if possible?
I'll do my best. He kind of says with a question mark, what was her name? Or is her name?
Winter?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, fortunately for you, I wrote it down. Hold on one second. I will pull it up in my.
Never told me.
It's okay. Well, to be fair, you didn't know.
Well, Garnan would have known.
Oh, for sure. Garnan knows, but as far as like, Ralph, this wasn't something we talked about. So,
Hey,
yeah,
Winter,
yes.
what's my mother's name?
Oh, let me tell you.
That made me laugh more than it should.
You get that reference?
I do get the reference. About to say, what
Yeah.
is? Why did you say that name?
Critical Role.
I know.
Didn't guess.
I'm aware, but immediately my first thought was the Batman movie. Batman v Superman. Why did you say that name?
I don't like DC.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But I say TV shows are great, but they fucking flop when it comes to live action.
Yeah,
Plus, DC can't get their shit on straight. They don't have a straight storyline. They just remake the same damn movies over and over, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the seventh Batman with the eighth actor. Have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But
and everybody says Marvel is so much better, and it's like, oh, they saved the world again. It's not just,
Well, to be fair, Stray, what do you expect a superhero movie to do?
Well, I mean, like, it's just, you know what I mean.
And you're wrong. They lost once.
Yeah.
Well, that's only technicality because of the parallel universe bullshit.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
It's kind of funny that they actually brought in that multiverse stuff.
Part of the reason why I don't like Marvel is... sorry for the side rant.
No,
I love Marvel, but that's just me.
Well,
Deadpool.
the only reason I don't really like it, and I'll just say this last thing, is the whole making it bigger and bigger each time until it's almost ridiculous, you know?
DC's the same, but I do agree with you. It gets a bit insane.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Deadpool is the only thing saving it.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like Marvel is doing just fine. DC is doing just fine too. It's just the only problem is they keep trying to compete with Marvel. Like, oh, they had a live action movie, so we have to have a live action movie. It's like, bro, don't.
They did Marvel Cinematic Universe, so we should do a DC Cinematic Universe.
It's like, bro, don't try to compete with Marvel. Just focus on making a good product. I mean, their animated movies, DC animated movies, have proved that they can make amazing stuff. The problem is when it comes to live action, they keep fucking dropping the ball. It's ridiculous. But back on track.
At least their games are good.
That's true. That is fair.
Lego Batman.
Meta saying also any of the Dark Knight games. Just yes. But
DC games are infinitely better than Marvel games.
Yes.
Marvel games are absolute garbage.
With the exception of the Marvel Spider-Man game for the PS4.
Oh, yeah. Other than those.
Yeah.
Because those were fun as fuck. I loved those. Also, Belwraith left.
Oh, no. We lost Belwraith.
Oh, no.
Should someone tag him?
Tiny's got it, I think. Yep.
Yeah, he's
Well,
on.
you can tell by the loud keyboard clicking.
He's completely offline too. God damn. But also,
Someone might have died.
as you
probably.
as Garnan, you think about it and you remember that you know immediately your mother's name was Adira.
Adira.
Can I get that spelled, please, just to make sure?
Yep, absolutely.
Adira from the tribe of insert name here.
Do you not know your tribe's name? We talked about that, didn't we?
We talked about it, but it's been so long that I do not remember. It's in my more than likely. I just don't feel like pulling them up.
But yeah,
it's canon. It's called insert name here.
But I say
It's definitely in my nose. I just don't want to look.
But no, it's all good. Adira is Adyra.
Adyra.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Which, well, if you could add that to your notes as well.
Okay, I'll do that. Where are my notes? There they are.
All right.
There he is.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh. Oh no.
Why'd you die?
'Cause
His
my
Wi-Fi went out. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Get good.
Yeah, I guess I need a better chair. That'll help.
Wait, hold on. I
Yes.
don't have Garnan's tribe name in my notes. That's weird.
Uh-oh.
That's because it's called insert name here.
Sorry.
Do I need to pull up my notes?
Wow, fast.
Yeah, I don't actually have them for some reason. Oh, they're probably in my. I don't know where those are though.
Okay.
To answer your question, Valrace, Garnan asked Kazir if Kazir could find information about Garnan's mother, because Kazir has access to the whole library pretty much.
Yes.
And Garnan wants to go to bed because he's tired as fuck.
Well, Kazir's definitely going to bed before anything else, because he's been through all of them.
Yeah, Guardian's at full HP. Everyone got healed after.
Yeah, but Garnan's abilities have all been wasted. He's already gone through. He went through.
He's not. No, he's not at full HP actually.
Wait, what? I thought they healed you.
No, they did. They casted heal, I think.
Yes.
And got 60 HP back, but it didn't bring him to full.
Oh.
He was really low.
Plus,
Oh yeah, he like 1 HP left, didn't he?
He's got 40 though. No. He's got like 30.
Anyways, back to the topic of insert name here.
Yes, if I'm reading this right, and we can always go through our notes and confirm if I'm wrong here. But I say, if I remember correctly, your tribe was known as, oh shit, no, that's not it. God damn it, where is it? Okay,
Maliki's bosom.
The only problem is that I'm not the one who came up with the tribe name. We talked about it, and you're the one who came up with it. I agreed with it. But I say,
Fuck, that means it's in our DMs.
oh shit!
God damn it!
God
Well,
damn
just
it!
simply type
Enter name here for right now. But I say we'll backtrack and figure it out.
Yeah.
All I know is that you guys your tribe is part of the the tribe in the forest past the Panilla Pass. It's farther north of the Panilla Pass.
Oh,
It's
fuck
the Pancake Tribe.
It's not pinned in our DMs.
No, fuck.
Well,
Just
try
call it
using the search
Pancake.
thing.
I am not looking that up.
We have
Well, try using the search thing and just type tribe.
Just
Should possibly get you, close there.
okay.
but anyways,
Just call it the Pancake Tribe for right now, because it's near Panilla.
yeah, it would be Adira of the Panilla tribe.
Right. I'll add that to the chart. I have thing to look up. There it is.
Note.
Can you spell the tribe?
Panilla, which is yeah, it's similar to Penelope. It's Pinn, not P. Well, hold on, I have the spell check right here. Panilla is Pinnela.
Did you find it?
No. It's just I'm calling them the Panilla tribe because of the fact that you guys are north of the Panilla Pass. Above
the quotation mark around it.
Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna need to look through our DMs and see if I can find it. If not, then me and you are gonna sit down and have a conversation and go into full detail about what we want to do for the tribe, and then I'm gonna write it down in my personal notes.
The only thing I remember about about my tribe is that Garnan's mom went bye-bye, and Garnan was like a noble-ish kind of thing.
Yeah. So you.
Also, there was that one gay girl.
No, it's the. Yeah, it is. She was. He was like, oh man, was she into me? It's like, no, I'm about to say, but not because she thought you were ugly or anything. It's because she. It's like, oh, I thought she just didn't like me. Oh well, throws the skull over his shoulder. I'm awesome. No, that's not.
How was that from? That seems really familiar to me.
Yep, that was when you guys found the skull of truth and lies.
Oh yeah,
For the first time.
yeah, I remember now.
But anyways, so do you guys go to rest?
Yeah, because
no.
your tells Garnan, I'll look into it after we rest.
I do. What does Garnan see upon entering his room?
Upon entering your room, you notice that Alosa is no longer wearing her like traveling robes and everything. You see her just in some comfortable like casual wear. About to say, not like anything spectacular or amazing, just, about to say what would be the quintessential comfy clothes to sleep in. No, Tiny, come on. Have some. Listen here, friend. This is not a brothel. And Alosa's not that girl.
Not yet, anyways.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Oh my
I had to
God.
say it.
Everybody could calm
Yes,
down.
That's what I was referencing.
But basically, Garnan, as you walk in, you see her wearing like comfy clothes, and you see her kind of going through. You see she's in the middle of casting something. She seems.
He'll just wait to see what
She just seems focused, and if you just kind of sit by, you can always just pull up a chair and sit by her while she's doing this. Jiren is just kind of hanging out on her shoulder.
Yeah, he'll pull up one of the chairs from the side of the room, just chill, see what she's up to.
After an hour has passed, you watch as she mutters one last word, and you watch as, oh my god, Belrith, calm down. Hey, Tiny, you too.
God.
But you watch on the floor in front of her. You watch as suddenly, a grimoire appears before her.
Ooh.
Oh.
She had to get a new one.
Yep, because of the fact that she had all of her possessions stolen from her. You do watch as next to the grimoire, you see what appears to be another. Oh god, I always pronounce this wrong. Athame.
Hey.
Yo.
I see.
Yeah, the thing is, they took everything. Like, she doesn't even have her like traditional travel robes. Like the travel robes that she was wearing were ones given to her by the guild.
Oh.
My
If
Athame.
Shut up, Danny. You bitch. If you want, I could lend you a few items until you can get some more.
I would appreciate that. You know, Garnan, going forward is where we need to go. Dealing with all this is what we need to do. But I don't want to be selfish. You watch as she places a hand on yours. I'm gonna need some extra protection going forward.
Oh, good. Then you'll need this. He pulls out the bracers of protection that he's not using currently.
You hand it to her, and she just looks at them, and she goes, "But weren't you using these?"
No, I have armor now, thanks to the raid I did.
She looks at them. Shut up, Belwraith. Goddamn. You watch as she puts the bracers on. They are huge on her. It takes a bit to attune. But
if you would like, I have some twin daggers that do extra damage.
Well, I can. But do you hand her the daggers?
Yeah. The Scorch and Frost daggers.
Yes, Tiny. And pretty much every race can use every class can use daggers, even wizards.
The Athame is a dagger, Tiny. What?
Oh, hey, Halo. How's it going? But sorry, Halo's in the chat. Hi, Halo.
Yes. Anyways, do you want me to send you the stats of Scorch and Frost?
Yes. Better say I do have them in a notebook, but better you send them to me so that way I just have them on hand. God, it's been a while since I've talked to Halo. I need to talk to her more.
And Bracers of Protection.
Oh, I know what those are. Like, you don't need to send that to me.
Okay.
Scorch and Frost I need because those are specific items.
He's also going to give her the Ring of Meld into Stone.
All right. She will... she kind of laughs at that and goes, "There's a lot of items."
I had a lot of extra.
Well, they took nearly everything from me, but there's one thing they couldn't take. And you watch as she kind of lifts up the sleeve of the comfy clothes, and you see it had to be and was moved. Look, yeah. Well, I would have popped in earlier, Halo, but you were streaming freaking Horizon Forbidden West, and I'm planning to play that game to completion. I was gonna pop in earlier, but you see that she had moved her oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name. The shut up, Tiny. Come on. You watch as the band of Counterspell is on her upper arm. I had to hide that as soon as I got attacked, but I was able to keep it hidden so that no one could take it from me.
Good.
It's the only thing I have left from home.
I think you would appreciate this. He is going to pull out his crystal ball with a single ethereal eye, otherwise known as the Orb of Sabras.
Oh. She looks at this. She looks at this orb.
I know you don't have much from home, but maybe this can help you.
She takes it into her hands. This may help more than I thought, than you think it will. I've never been one for religion, but hopefully fate can help us move forward.
I hope so. And he will hand it over.
She will take it into her hands, and she will focus on it. You guys kind of sit in quiet for a while, and you watch as the bracers connect to her, and you watch as the daggers seem to have an effect. Like, they seem to light at her hips as you see fire and ice.
Next thing I'm going to give you is the Ravender. Have fun.
Just give her your big bastard sword, like, you know, that thing she can't use.
Literally.
Everything that you
Like,
have.
why don't you go ahead and hand Zelda the Master Sword and just go like, go nuts.
Did she do anything when he handed her all this stuff? Like, other than look appreciative?
About to say, with her, you can feel the sensation. You can feel a sensation of, you know, she's still worried. She's still concerned. There's still something, you know, the whole situation, which you know, and the rest of the party doesn't. There is something eating at her. There is something worrying her, and she's stressed. But you could tell she's appreciative, and as soon as she's attuned, she actually doesn't. She wants you both to rest because of the fact that you have gone through so much, and she is still, you know, exhausted through having to spend days detoxing from the poison, the drug specifically.
I know what you meant. Before Garnan goes to lay down, he is going to take her chin in his big-ass blue hand, aiming her eyes towards his. You don't have to worry. The magic items are not the only thing that will protect you here.
And as you do that, you can feel her hands on your arm. And you just see a smile on her face, and she goes... and she says back to you, "Then I can sleep knowing I'm safe then." And I assume at this point you both go to sleep.
Sleep well.
You as well. Oh,
He's going to have his familiar sleep on, or like stay on her bed tonight.
Mhm.
Just for fun.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Gotta keep that familiar, bond strong. And
There are a few things I need to do before resting.
absolutely. Also, Halo, if you're still in the chat, I understand that feeling. I have been playing the crap out of Elden Ring and Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and I still worry about it being too soon for spoilers and stuff like that. But you gotta do what you do. Plus, games are fun.
I fucking hate you, Tiny.
All right. But Belwraith.
So, Belwraith and Blue were going to the library?
Okay. And what are you?
Right.
What's your plan?
I'm probably looking for different things than he is. I am looking for things that they know about the Church of Tears leaders.
I'm gonna go find a librarian.
Okay.
Because I'm not the type of person who goes into the store and starts wandering aimlessly. I find an employee.
Fair enough. Well, while Blue goes to find a librarian, Belwraith, roll an investigation check.
+5. Don't be bad. Why are you bad? 9. Advantage because you love me?
He's a DM.
Better say I'm a DM, and while yes, I do love Belwraith, this is a giant ass library, and you're looking for specific ass information. and also Halo, I understand. Better say, as a person who gets lost in that game constantly, I understand how you could think it's boring.
I get lost.
They made the directionally challenged guy try to navigate a Dark Souls game.
Ooh, open world. It definitely enhances it.
It does. It adds a lot of cool features and a lot of new things to the world itself. However, as a person, I wandered into a high enemy area. Like, I ended up in places I wasn't supposed to be.
You know
I
what?
ended up in Kaled.
But, Belwraith,
What?
as you are looking through stuff, trying to find specific information, you find a lot of fascinating stuff. As you're looking for the documentation on the Church of Tyr, you find documentation on various other churches. You find information about cults. You find information about, like, religion in general. However, you're not finding the stuff on the Church of Tyr that you're looking for. There's just too much here. Yeah, I feel that, Halo. It's also very dangerous and hard. But I enjoyed it. It's fun.
Insight on the books. Cast insight. Roll insight on the books. See if they're telling me lies.
Sure, roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Interrogate a book.
God
Punch the
fucking
book.
damn it. I rolled an 18 for a 25.
These books, whatever they might say, you're not entirely sure if the truth was told in these books, for you didn't see the writer. You didn't know what the writer knew, motherfuckers. However, for what you can tell is that these books, from what you can tell about what you know about religion, most of the stuff is true. So they must knew something. But as far as the Church of Tyr, you're not quite sure. However, while you're looking, Blue, it takes you like a minute. It takes you like a minute to find the librarian, who is currently working on some, like, putting some books back and currently has some folders like folded in front of him.
Excuse me, sir. I need a bit of...
Yes.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but that just made me laugh too hard to not.
I am looking for information on a... Okay, which one should I go for first? I guess I'm gonna go for the little friend first.
You'll have to be more specific than that.
That was that. Okay. I am looking for information on Kevlar.
Kevlar. What's his last name?
I don't remember his last name. What's his last name?
I see at this point it's enter name here.
He was from the College of Lore.
That narrows it down. You watch as he turns, mutters a few arcane words, and you see, oh, and here you go. And you see a folder before you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Anytime.
A
Can
friend
I... One second. Can I roll perception so that I can hear him and know not to talk to him?
No perception necessary. He's loud. You can hear him.
Thank you. I'm gonna go read this file.
Not a problem. And you watch as he goes back to putting books and folders away.
Oh, God. I'm gonna read the file.
I've been waiting for you guys to go to the library.
Yeah, I
Oh,
bet.
this is interesting.
Okay. So I assume you open the dossier on a Mr. Kevlar. Enter name here.
I think it was Kevlar Steel. Yes. Yes.
All right. So as you open the folder, immediately you see a lot of the basic stuff you already know about Kevlar. You know, being born in Westray, he was raised in Westray. You do notice, in there is mention. There is no mention of a mother, but there is a mention of a father. And it actually catches you off guard.
Who's the father?
You see listed here as a father is a Mr. Salvador. But no mother listed.
Okay.
Pocket that information for later.
I'm gonna... Yeah. I have some choice words.
Father for who exactly?
Kevlar, Blue's best jester friend.
Yeah, but Blue has a very specific set of friends, and one's a jester.
One's a jester. He's the reason Blue doesn't like being called a jester.
Which is ironic considering going into Rogue, the subclass you chose was that
Harlequin.
is Harlequin, a jester.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was him cracking.
But let's stop talking about crack and start focusing on the dossier. So, as you were reading through this, aside from that bit of information, that's a bit of a bombshell. Moving on, you see a lot of the stuff of was raised in Westray, never really knew his parents, was spent a lot of time just living with the college. You see information about him joining the college. You see information about him making friends. He seemed to fit into society. A child saved from living on the streets and becoming a harlequin of crime. Always seemed to have a good sense of humor. The notes and everything just kind of... The dossier kind of talks about, like, notes from the Razors and notes from other like guards and everything that keeps an eye on various characters. And you see the information on him is basically like grew up with the college. The college sent him forward to a nice future. Apparently, he shouldn't have gotten into that college, but someone talked the college into taking him. You notice that there is reference to various things. The jester there are two bits of information that seem very interesting to you. Basically, to just speed this up so it's not just like, he was born here, raised here. But to move forward, there are two bits of information in here that are worth noting. One, he got the jester position inside of the kingdom, not by the king, but by the queen. Queen Atharia III is the one who hired him. The king not too thrilled about it, but seemed to have fun with the thought of having somebody entertain him. But as far as it says, Queen Atharia III is the one who hired him.
Brother.
And the second bit of information is that he listed on here as his best friend is an individual named Blue Ward.
Yes.
Apparently, the
the
little dossier basically just states like some of your guys' antics growing up, not like the full life story and like every story, but some things that were caught on record, especially by the college.
Best friend status. Let's go.
Woo! But yes, Kevlar it does have it listed that you were Kevlar's best friend, and still is to this moment, and that doesn't seem like it's been updated in some time. More than likely, this is somebody just keeping an eye on people. The library is huge. They need someone to actually can cast magic to find stuff. But that is what you find from this dossier.
Well, that was a bombshell and a half.
You wanted information. I told you the Thieves Guild has access to information that other people don't have.
I did want that. I did want information. It didn't seem to go into
This is some library
detail about his
danger
crime.
type shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, his crime is a bit, from what you could tell, it doesn't seem to be anything major. Or maybe they just don't have notes on specific crimes that he may have committed. Remember, there is a lot of people in this kingdom, and while the Thieves Guild can keep track of a lot of information and have a lot of spies, it doesn't mean every single individual is going to have a full dossier.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information, though.
That is a lot of information. That is interesting. Time to find his mother. I'm gonna return the dossier back to the guy.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else I could help you with?
Well, two things. One,
Yes.
my friend over there is in need of a dossier on the Church of Tyr, and I am in need of a dossier. What is a character? I need to find Roland's last name.
Okay. Well, you're taking a moment to find Roland's last name and everything, because enter name here. You watch as this individual looks back at the wall and goes, "Oh, the information on Roland I can do. However, if you're looking for higher information on the Church of Tears, I can get you a book on its organization, but its individuals, that is in a section you're not allowed in.
Okay, bye. With that, he'll leave.
Why are we not allowed in it?
There are associates in the church who actively help the Thieves Guild. Therefore, certain information is privileged.
Alright, that's... okay. Okay.
I can see Welp fucking hates this guy.
Oh,
He talks so slow, I want to rip his fucking tongue out.
terrible. I
He
actively
doesn't
want
need
to
it.
murder him. No, like I want to murder him. Like I want to put him in.
Fuck.
Shit apart.
Damn.
If
I-
Garnon weren't busy trying to get laid, I would kill this guy with him. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Bell, I assume there's a bath here.
Yes, there is many a bath here.
Belwraith is gonna take a bath.
Okay, I'm gonna get the dossier on Roland, on, let's see, where is he? On, well, I think they're already dead, so I'm not gonna... I'll do it. Roland, Captain Napoleon from Belval, and where is he?
Oh boy.
There's, yeah, oh boy, have fun with that. And there's another one that I'm trying to find.
Well, while you're looking for that, would you like the information I do have on the other two characters?
I can't write and think at
Okay.
the same time.
Do you need a sec? Do you need a minute? Who are you trying to think of?
Okay, I'm trying to think of a, Blue had a certain friend when he was, captured that helped him get away from the Onlu tribe. I'm trying to remember his name.
You're referring to was it one of the orcs that freed you, or was it one of the?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, boy, I don't remember the name. It's been a long time. We talked about that in your backstory, like back when we were establishing, like I was letting you know what the Empire was like in your trip from Westray to Pegland.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure we named him Grog.
I mean, if his name is Grog, his name is Grog. It's just the way it is. But I could get you about to say, since you talked to the librarian, he will get you to save everyone from the voice. He is going to get the dossiers for you, and you can just imagine what he's saying to you as he gets you the dossiers.
Okay.
All right. So as you get the dossiers, you get a total of 3 dossiers put before you. You see the dossier for Roland. You see a dossier on Captain Napoleon, and you see a dossier on Grog. But the one on Grog is very, very slim. You imagine there's not a ton of information on him, but there might be something.
I just kind of feel like he ended up dying. We'll find out. I'm gonna start with Grog. Just to catch you off guard, since you do it to us all the time.
Not a problem. For Grog, it seems pretty simplistic. From what I have here, what you know about him is, well, from this dossier, is that he is a former member of the Ulnuk tribe. Apparently, from what you can tell, what information they have on him is that he was born in the Ulnuk tribe, he was raised in the Ulnuk tribe. Apparently, he had disagreements with the tribe and how it was progressing. And the last time anybody has read about him, supposedly he was either killed or he escaped into the southern part of Atharia. No idea where he might have gone, no idea what he would be up to, but to your knowledge, but as far as the dossier says, former member of the Ulnuk tribe. They haven't had much of a reason to keep tabs on him, so.
He is a simple orc.
Yes.
Now then, Napoleon, because I am worried about him.
All right, so Captain Napoleon, and I'm going to assume you're referring to Napoleon, talking about Napoleon from Belval, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so as you open it, this one's a bit more substantial. This is going to take you about an hour to go through. There's a lot to read through. Are you willing to take the time to do so?
I'm going to ask the librarian, am I allowed to take these out of the library?
He will explain to you that because you are a member, you are allowed, but it has to stay inside of the Thieves Guild. It can't leave. And he shows you that there are runes on the dossiers to show that they actually can't leave the Thieves Guild. If someone were to try to steal them and then try to leave, they would either turn to dust or they would be essentially dimension doored back to the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a safety precaution. Best not to let your enemy be able to take your information.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave these with you. I will have them on hold for me, I guess.
Okay.
I'm asleep.
All right. So you go to take the dossiers back to your room. Do you just part of your light activities for your sleep? Do you wish to go through one of the dossiers?
I'll go through the Roland Dossier.
Okay. So you open up Roland's dossier. This one's also decently big, but not as big as Napoleon's, which is a bit weird. So, as you open it up, you see the first thing that you notice is that Roland, he didn't come from a noble family. He actually came from not necessarily poverty, but like a decent farmer family. Like he wasn't born in Westray actually. He was born in the next town over in Alnurwick. He essentially was there, and his parents realized at a young age he had the ability, the touch of magic. He was destined to be a magic user of some kind. But it wasn't until they heard him play an instrument for the first time that they realized he had a natural knack. And thus he decided to become a bard. Apparently Roland, according to this, does have a rap sheet, as he did get into a lot of trouble as a traveling minstrel. Apparently trying to earn credit. This is back when the college was still fairly... kind of like they preferred nobles and people of like noble blood. and you notice that so Roland got a lot of his training on the road by learning it naturally, finding minstrels and learning from them. He eventually got welcomed into the College of Lore after doing a performance for one of the nobles in Westray. According to this, Roland has had a handful of friends and a handful of lovers as he was growing up. one name stands out. Roland has had a friend since he was very young, who was also originally from Ulnerwick, and you do recognize the name. And I don't have her name in front of me for some reason. I don't know why. Would be in my blue notes.
Do I need to tell you?
Sure, go ahead.
It's Mom.
Yeah. It was
Victoria.
Victoria, thank you. God, I knew it was high end. I'm just like, God, it's in my notes. I gotta find it. Fuck. It's a lot. You're asking for a decent amount of information, and the Thieves Guild would know this stuff. Essentially, his childhood friend and someone he cared deeply for was a Victoria who essentially went on to become a magic user, but of a different class. And you would know that your mother is a high practitioner of believe we agreed wizard magic.
Yes.
Okay.
She is not a sorcerer.
Yeah, she's not a sorcerer.
Ooh,
she
would be a sorcerer.
But she was, but her magic, but she is very knowledgeable and incredibly intelligent. But she always seemed a little bit, at least growing up, you always knew her to be standoffish, distant, a little cold. Nowhere near as bad as Salvador, though.
He wasn't standoffish and cold. He was just
cold.
Cold. Very cold.
But
colder than myself.
Apparently, according to this, Roland was initially planning to join the college and be have a high-end position earlier on, but apparently some personal things happened in his life. Specifically, someone he cared for chose someone else that he decided to travel a bit more, and it would take a couple more years for him to finally accept the position of being a scholar at the College of Lore. And according to this, he's had many children under his watch, learning the School of Magic, and he's been a gear in the wheel for helping bardic magic being practiced for a long time. Basically, I'm not going to go over specifics on this, but basically, like, he was a strong supporter of various colleges forming in Atharia. He has gone and done many performances in various places. Even listed that he has performed for. He actually has a rap sheet for his not rap sheet, but like criminal rap sheet, but a professional rap sheet of performances. And you notice 3 big ones that are worth mentioning. One, his various performances for the king. You would know that he has done that, as it is a trophy to do so in the College of Lore. But you notice that there are 2 other mentions. According to this, he has traveled down to Hedo Castle and performed for the Main. And apparently it was a very successful performance. But the one that really throws you off is that he has performed for the Oberjarl of Atilvor. Which if you would care to roll a history check, you certainly could.
Okay. Where did my flashlight go? I'll just use my computer. That would be a 21, 15 plus
15 plus 6, so 21. So, you know about Atilvor, as when you met the previous mayor of the sorry, I'm laughing because it's like the former mayor of the capital of the empire now. Basically, you would know that the Glyvor, the troll people are from Atilvor. Atilvor is basically a Viking, not a Viking, but a snow-covered land, and very much bent on if you're powerful and you have respect, you earn position. The Oberjarl is basically the equivalent of the king. But the Oberjarl is not someone that you just, I was born into it. It is a position you earn. It is something that you have to earn through countless battles, proving your worth, and proving your intelligence, which is not something that is very common in the warriors of Atilvor. You would know that the current Oberjarl is Demeric, or Demeric the Wise, specifically. He is human. Supposedly a freaking giant warrior. But yeah, worth mentioning that he not only went there to perform, it was a successful performance and did not get murdered by the warriors of Atilvor. Which does happen to a lot of bards. Turns out drunk Vikings don't exactly like bad bards.
Yeah.
But with
that would be bad.
Yeah, it would be. Imagine being the really bad orc bard from Skyrim. Which you wouldn't get because you don't play Skyrim, but while Finstray, you probably would get that reference.
I do play Skyrim. I just haven't done that.
Yeah, I got it.
So he's one of the people in the Thieves Guild, one of the optional kills, and it's just like we had to hold a raffle to determine who gets the contract for killing this guy.
Yeah,
that was a great mission. I loved that.
Ow.
Everyone wanted to kill him.
Yep, everyone wanted to kill him. And you could actually go up to him and he's just like, I'd like you to play a song. And it's like, all right, cool. What song do you want me to play? And you could actually tell him to sing me a song of death and despair. And he will actually go like, oh, all right. And he'll sing you a song of death and despair.
Dark Brotherhood, not Thieves Guild.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
You guys were working with, yeah, my bad. Thank you. Thanks, Wolf. But anyways, with that being said, he has a pretty impressive rap sheet. A lot of accommodations. He apparently has done a lot of performances. He's given a lot to charity, apparently. Like, he likes to help out various different organizations. One in particular that you see a recurring one of donating money to is the Westray Orphanage. Must be a strong caretaker, a strong lover of children and education. A lot of accolades towards that, from what you could tell. But these are things you would know as his student and a person who learned from him. He was always a very caring person. But through all of this, there are three things worth pointing out for just to move this along. One, he is a practitioner of magic, but he's always seemed to have an eye for various other kinds of magic as well. It is said here that he is not only a respected bard, but a practitioner of wizard magic. The second thing worth mentioning that has been noted before, that has been noted on here, is that Roland, while having been is a respected member of the guild and has done many things, he has gotten into some trouble. Apparently, there is apparently some controversy surrounding him and a member of the Razors. No one knows who this member is, but the only thing that the Thieves Guild can mention that's worth mentioning is that this individual seemed to always have a feather in her hat.
What?
Hi. And then the last thing, and this is the most recent note in this dossier. apparently it's come to the Thieves Guild attention that recently, as in within the last couple of weeks, Roland has decided to step down in the College of Lore and is actually returning to his home, to his hometown of Alnerwick.
I knew of that one, and I know how to enhance their knowledge of why.
That's up to you if you care to let them know. But as far as it says, he has recently stepped down from the College of Lore, leaving another individual to take his place. Which you do recognize the name. I'd have to look through my notes to find it. But you do know it's another person who was trained by Roland as well. Another respected individual who loves the craft.
He's chill.
You
Alright.
Hello, Isaac. Welcome to the
That
chat.
was half what I was looking for.
I'd
Not the
say
full answer.
there is one more dossier, but I assume at this point you would like to sleep.
I meant half of what I was looking for in there, because I was looking for an answer to a question.
What question?
Okay, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, you can definitely ask.
I can ask.
I just gave
was-
you the skinny of some things that you may or may not have known. If there's specific information you're looking for.
I was looking for. Blue wants to know if his mom got in contact with him and sent Roland to him, because Roland found him nearly dead pretty fast.
This is specific information, so it's gonna take you a while. But roll an investigation check for me, just for funsies.
Okay. Investigation. Plus 1 would be a 19.
19.
19.
About to say, I would say that you would know that. Hold on 1 second. Wondering if you recognize me from somewhere. Wait a minute. That name, Isaac Ravenson. Oh my gosh! Hold on. Wait a minute. You had another name that was on. Oh gosh. All I need to know is this: have you been in the chat before under a different name? Because I think I know, but it would be a guess if I didn't know. Or otherwise, you're somebody I've met along my journey, in other places. Fucking well. Oh my god, you're back! Fucking well. But anyways, Tiny.
Hi.
So for the 19, it takes you a while. You do notice that in his dossier, there are a lot of students that he has found, that he has helped, and fucking man, well, you were kind of fuck. Isaac Nightwolf, yeah. It's been a long time.
Oh, hey.
How you been? It's been a minute. God damn, how long has it been? Well, I don't know why people expect you to recognize them when they change their name. 'Cause Halo, I'm supposed to have a nautical information. I'm supposed to know
information.
Yes,
Huh?
I need to have nautical information, not about ships and boats and oceans. I'm supposed to. I have to roll an insight check every time. All right, but anyways.
I found a box of things.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, I mean, to be fair, I find it very impressive if I would know. Hello, old friend. It has been a hot minute. Indeed it has. How have you been? Goddamn. But I will continue this conversation. But first, Tiny. Blue and as Blue is reading this, there are multiple students that have been said that says in the dossier that Blue has found that he does seek out individuals. He does seem to have a liking to helping.
Damn it! It's just Starbucks.
He gosh, you're right. It was Starbucks. How'd you know? But anyways, you would know that he does have a habit of seeking out children who are less fortunate. He does have a knack of wanting to help build them up and giving them a second chance in life. And you notice that a couple names that do pop up in there. You do notice that Kevlar is in there. Supposedly he must have had a part in getting him into the college. But you'll notice that on this list, there is only one individual that isn't listed under students he chose. Underneath is I've been busy with life and my girlfriend. That's fair, Isaac. You would know that underneath one of the categories of his students, Blue Ward, is under his own category. And as far as it says underneath there, it is stated. It doesn't have you listed as, a chosen student or an asked. It doesn't say like, he was appointed to me. It's stated. It's under personal choice. You are according to if you read a little bit more into the subtext of that information, you would note that he didn't choose you necessarily. Someone asked for him specifically to watch over you. It doesn't state who. It doesn't state why or when. It just states that someone chose Roland to watch over you. And you can take that for what you will.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm just gonna say that Blue's gonna fall asleep reading this.
All right, fair enough. and with Belwraith bathing, feeling refreshed, and going to sleep, I will say the rest of you all sleep with no incident. And you wake up 8 hours later. Now
Gatorade.
I'm full-blooded Norse pagan, and now my new name is Isaac Ravenson. For I'm the eyes of Odin. Wow. Did you find him on hung from the tree of Yskadril, or however you pronounce it? I feel bad.
Say that again?
Yggdrasil, right? Like Yggdr. It's
Winter.
What?
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil.
Oh wow, it's already been over almost 3 hours already.
Jai snakker engelsk og noe norsk.
That was Norse, I think.
Yeah, that's Norwegian. I've been doing my lessons. I'm learning a second language.
Norwegian.
Everyone can check and see that I've learned stuff.
Cool, bro.
You do the Duolingo.
I do the Duolingo. It's actually very nice. It actually helps me with my pronunciation and helps me with formal sentences and stuff in Norwegian.
Anyways, D&D.
Yes, D&D. You guys have all rested, and you wake up the next morning fully rested. I will say this. As you guys get up and get dressed, I assume you're getting geared up and everything.
Yeah.
As you guys leave your rooms, the energy in the guild has changed. what was once a place where people were studying, a place where people were working together, a place where everyone was like, just doing day-to-day business, you suddenly see everyone is armed to the teeth. Everyone has bows or knives. You see people dressed for battle. You do not see any members of the tribunal, but you do see the Shadow Stalkers. They are currently working with various groups.
In other words, Blue warding them was a
very good call.
Yep.
Nice.
Again, the
Nice,
Blue
I say.
saves everyone's asses.
Hell yeah.
that was an accident.
But it doesn't take you guys long to see Dante, Shiva, and True Wave as they are all currently organizing various groups. As you guys do get up, you do see True Wave is the first one to see you guys, and you see she makes her way towards you, Kazir. I see that you are awake. Hopefully, we'll.
The perfect opportunity. God damn it.
What?
What?
Hey, you're finally awake. Come on.
Disappointing. Continue.
Oh, I took you for dead. Oh well, lay down your arms.
Wait, wouldn't Kazir's entire body be in pain?
Oh, he's probably Kazir's probably in a lot of pain.
Oh yeah, understandable. So,
But at the same time, life's hard. Suck it up, Buttercup.
yeah,
Build me up, butter.
But I see you are awake. I assume you're well rested.
yeah, I am. It was all right. It was
It's
untied.
It's okay to be sore. I know that a lot of us were after our trials.
Yeah.
We need to catch you up to speed. You should gather your party. Dante, and Shiva can fill you in on what we know.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
And you watch as Gianna gives you a nod and returns to the other two. I assume at this point you round everyone up?
Yeah, Kazir does his best to get everyone together.
All right. It doesn't take you too long to get everyone together. Everyone seems raring to go. The only one who seems to be struggling to move is you finally see conscious and moving. Granted, fatiguely, you see Philman moving.
Good morning, sunshine.
Son, don't get on my nerves.
Kazir kind of half chuckles at the
cranky
Philman's comment.
the cranky giant croc.
Yeah, don't piss off the croc.
Anyways, you missed a lot.
I'm aware. I've been informed by our friend who's been up most of the night explaining to me what's been happening. You see Knackle just waving at you.
Hi.
Good morning, Blue. Hopefully you slept well.
I got a lot of information.
That is good. Information is power.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just walking Philman to make sure that he is okay.
He's not a dog, Knackle.
I'm aware. Dogs are on 4 legs and have a tail that goes back and forth.
Like these ones. Blue has
You might
his 2
need
dogs by his side.
You watch as Knackle looks at those. It looks at your dogs and looks back at you. Yes, that is correct.
We might want to have Henrik look at him, just to make sure. As far as I know or understand, Henrik hasn't actually looked. No one's really looked at the.
Bimp has.
Bimp has, and Bimp
Bimp is the only one.
And Bimp read the book that
yeah.
Garnan and Henrik gave to her for that they stole from.
Yeah.
Reconfiscated.
Bimp also said that Blue kind of messed him up.
Yeah.
Just a
That's what I
little.
was thinking.
Just a little bit.
Someone who is a bit more of an expert on mechanical things in general, you know?
Just a little bit, as in he gave Knackle feelings.
Well, the stuttering is what's Kazir is kind of noticing and going, this could be something worse than just him having a little feeling.
Yeah, because he looks over at you. He looks over at you and goes, "No, friend. I am trying out a new speaking or way of speaking that is more personal to me."
Ah. All right, I understand that.
Anywho, we gotta go talk to the Shadow Stalkers, because we're about to go to war.
All right, so you guys go towards the Shadow Stalkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Garden.
Could you just say my name?
I was about to say, yes, I did say your name. I was saying that did you want to go with the party to talk with the Shadow Stalkers to know what's going on?
You mentioned Darnan getting awake.
Yeah,
What?
I mentioned Garnan had gotten up and.
Yeah.
Alosa didn't say anything. The dog didn't say anything.
Alosa, actually, the moment you wake up, you see that Alosa actually isn't in her bed. You would notice that Alosa actually was asleep, leaning back against your bed.
Ooh.
Not in your bed, but just like
I get you.
sitting on the floor, leaning back against your bed.
He's going slightly nudge her awake.
Hey, Garnan. Good morning.
You can get on my bed if you want. You don't have to lay on the floor.
You see her cheeks immediately go red. Oh, that's not necessary. I just had a rough night, and I saw that vision again.
You know you can talk to me, just not right now. We're kind of about to go to war.
No. There's something I need to tell you.
Shut the fuck up.
There's something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
And it's at this point I need Tiny and Stray to mute your microphones.
Oh.
Garnan,
Yeah.
I had a vision. A new one.
A new one.
Yes. As you know, I am an oracle. I do have visions from time to time. I haven't had a new one since I saw the portal.
Yeah, I knew.
But I saw another vision.
What was it?
It was of you. Locked in combat. He's waiting for you.
You better be.
No, Garnan. There's a trick. He's baiting you.
He's beating me or baiting me?
Baiting you.
Say that again?
She's saying that he's waiting for you and he's basically what she's trying to summarize is that he's baiting you, not beating you, baiting you.
Okay.
When your fight started, there was somebody off to the side, waiting and watching. And the moment it looked like you could have had the upper hand, or I honestly couldn't tell if he was holding back or not. You got struck in the side. They want you dead. They want all of us dead. And she looks at you. He wants me dead. Specifically.
Darnan looks at her with this most stern face, not angry, this is the first time he's ever not been angry at the mention of his brother. I want you to take note of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. You got me.
I'm not that happen. I promise you.
The one thing about that vision, aside from knowing that there's some kind of ambush set up, he knew who I was, specifically.
It's not too far out of the realm of possibility that he's been spying on us.
I guess that's fair, but this is troublesome. At least what I saw, he knows what my mission is. But he shouldn't know that.
If everything goes to plan, we won't have to worry about it longer.
Fair, but Garnan, promise me.
Fuck.
Bless you. Promise me. If things go south, and things don't go our way, you have to promise me we get out alive.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You see a smile on her face. Good. You watch as she leans up and you actually see her kiss your cheek. 'Cause, I need my blue protector around. And you watch as she kind of gives a playful smile as she starts to walk out the door.
You have another?
You never know. And you watch as she opens the door and walks out. Which, at that point, you guys can unmute.
Okay. I need seeming cast on me.
What did you say?
I'm going to.
Yes, Isaac, you would be correct.
Ah.
But
instead of doing that, though, end because it's 2 a.m.
We can end.
All right, don't worry. Just hold up. Yeah, give me this, and then if you guys want, we can end for tonight because we'll be at 3 hours.
I don't really want to end, but
I know. But if we go any further past this next little part, we could end up they could end up going into something crazier, and I'd rather have the time to make a few more maps just in case.
completely understandable.
So. Yeah, exactly. And we're missing Belwraith.
Yeah, we're missing Belwraith, and Rolf's tired, and yada yada yada. Understandable.
I'm actually tired with going. If you guys are.
That is it. But at the same time, as you guys, I assume at this point, do you guys all convene?
Yeah.
I guess.
All right. Which, Garnet, after walking out of your room, you do see a very disheveled Philman walking around.
Well, look who came back to the land of the living. Nice walking around.
You see a very large gator smile look towards you and just go, "Well, son, it was going to take more than some assholes from an empire to take me down."
As I thought.
You're welcome.
Speaking of, son, looks over to you, Tiny. Tiny. You, yes, you. Giant gator folk staring you down. Speaking of, son, looking over to you, Blue. You watch as he walks over and puts a hand on your shoulder. Thank you for getting me out of there. If it weren't for you and Karik and all them for intervening and helping us out, God knows what they could have done.
Actually, I know what they could have done. The Tanaruk was planning on having you as a champion, so to speak. He wanted you to heal from the meds, and then he was going to fight you.
Well, son, hopefully I still get that opportunity. You watch as that very hard smile kind of creeps over his face.
Question. Does Philman have all of his gear or no?
No. Philman had his plate mail stolen, his sword stolen, everything. You guys got him out, not his stuff.
Hey, Philman, you're looking a little light. You need some weapons?
Son, I could always use a new weapon. What you got in mind?
Garnan is going to reach into his bag of holding and pull out the first weapon he used for an extended period, the Kubikiri, and he's going to give it to Philman.
You watch as he takes the blade, which, this is a pretty massive blade. This is, to all of you guys who've seen him use the Kubikiri, it was a large executioner's blade. And it was the perfect size for Garnan, and it is very much the perfect size for Philman. Philman gives it a few test swings. Not bad.
I'm going to send you the stats now.
Yep, please do, because I will need to add those to Philman's notes, because he no longer has his frost blade.
Yeah.
Too bad we couldn't have done digging and find those.
It does require attunement.
Yep,
that.
I'm aware. Well, he has to. They're gonna have to suit him up with armor and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Philman a Mask of Minor Truth.
All right, the Mask of Minor Truth.
True Sight.
True Sight. There we go. Absolutely.
You're gonna be needing this. What we were told about the Zetaruk in particular, she can go invisible.
Oh, Blue, on the information front. Alosa told me that they have an ambush set for us.
Yeah,
me and her specifically.
Yeah,
Be
Isaac,
careful.
they're currently level 9. They're a distance into the campaign.
I wasn't planning on going on the front lines anyways. I was planning...
You're the handler of the group.
Alright.
You say that, but that might not be what you will be expecting from us. As you see, Dante has approached you guys.
Who are you?
Very cute, Garnan. I'm the one who guided you here.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Sounds good, Halo. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. But I say we have to talk sometime. Would love to catch up.
The Tanaruk still believe that Urkill is a part of the army.
Stay frosty. Well, you see, the truth is, there's a lot I need to catch you all up on, and there is a bit of information that you're gonna want to know. But as far as staying off the battlefield, unfortunately might not be the case.
That wasn't the plan at all. Just not in the front lines.
Preferably not, but there are going to be some battlefields you're going to see. So, as you guys approach the Shadow Stalkers, you watch as everyone else kind of clears away after everyone seems to have most people seem to have their missions, so they kind of pay you no heed. But you watch as the Shadow Stalkers look at you and go, "All right. It's time I inform you all about what's going on." As you watch Shiva step forward, the Shadow Stalker of Ophelia. "These are all key and important information that you need to know. And depending on what you want to do, might change the tide of battle."
Winter, I highly recommend we do this next week because I will forget.
And we need the race for...
Well, yeah,
I keep my own... I don't keep it for you.
I'm aware, but I say just let me get into this last line I was gonna say before.
Yeah, I could kind of tell you were going to end it before giving any information.
Because I was gonna drop a really good line, and now I feel rushed. But anyways, I'm here to let you know that depending on what you do, could change the outlook of this battlefield. Before I tell you the plans, is there anything else you would like to do before?
I'd like to drink.
Do that on your own time.
No. I'm gonna pop out the Warrior's Fire.
All right. Make sure you note that you drank the Warrior's Fire.
Good idea.
Blue, hand it over.
I hand it over.
Oh.
Kazir?
I'm good. I just drank some of that wine I grabbed. He kind of chuckles.
I will say this: drink effects do not stack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That would
still just kidding.
That would be so broken if it stacked.
I was gonna say, how about you have a taste, but that wouldn't. Green.
You could taste. You could drink it to taste it.
Tiny, that
Could
gives
you
me
just-
advantage on initiative, right?
Yes.
Also,
Kazir tells him that I don't know how to say this in lore-wise, so I'll say,
Which
You get better
Okay.
endurance.
by the way, Kazir, drinking the wine, you would know that the flavor-wise, it was like, I think the best way to explain this is that if you've ever had like really I don't know how much like alcohol you've ever tasted. My knowledge on it is very limited, but it's a very strong, pungent, like red wine flavor, but it has like a musk to it, like it's an interesting kind of mixture. It almost tastes like there's honey, honey mixed in with like it's almost like a honey red wine.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, my knowledge on alcohol is very limited, but it's a very... What's up?
That sounds disgusting.
I use alcohol for cooking, not for drinking.
I know.
It depends on what kind of red wines and stuff.
Yeah,
I could see it possibly working.
It's like a sweet... It's a very sweet red wine, rather than like a... Not the church red wine.
Yeah, no, I get you.
But anyways, it has a very unique flavor, essentially.
Actually, if I'm gonna be doing what I want to be doing, I'm going to pass the Warrior's Fire around without drinking it. I'm instead, later, gonna be drinking the wine that Raphael gave me, because I'm gonna need to be rolling well on deception.
Fair enough.
Fair. That's a good idea.
But with
Good
that,
points.
but with that being said, is there any? Shiva looks at you all to ask the question: is there anything else you need to do before?
pet my dog. That's it.
Because you're No, I have nothing I need to do. Anything I need to do can be done afterwards.
All right then.
Anything that these two can be given, because I don't think they'll last that well in battle.
We will make sure that you're all armed and ready to go.
I just spelled supercalifragilisticexpialidocious without any mistakes. I'm proud of myself.
Hell yeah, nice.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you spelled fast enough, then you're true. Anyways.
But I hope you all are familiar with a battlefield and are ready for war. Because war, it never changes. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Hey, Fallout 4.
Nice.
War never changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, I can't remember which Metal Gear it is. War never changes. It's a battle of ideology.
Well, the first part I know is from Fallout 4.
Well, yeah, it's in all the Fallout games. Like, at the beginning of Fallout 3, the first line you hear is, War never changes.
Same with Fallout 4.
And Fallout New Vegas.
Vegas is the best.
I disagree. 3 is the best. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah.
I haven't played 3, so ha.
You should. It's great.
Cool.
I'll stream all of 3 just so you could see it because I fucking love that game.
Cool.
Oh, I'll make sure not to watch it too.
Ouch. It's okay, Welp. I'm used to you ignoring me anyways.
We'll be well armed. Wait. Does that mean we gotta talk about what my dogs...
I don't know.
Ooh,
We'll have to talk about
interesting.
that, I guess.
We have to, because, they need stuff.
Well, I mean, they somehow managed to live through an attack that seemed hopeless.
But hopefully you guys had fun. I know this was very much, again, a lore-heavy thing, but this was a lot of you guys wanting knowledge and a lot of you guys preparing for the coming situation. This is what happens when you get into, like, plot-heavy areas and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Winter?
Yes?
Roland's file was massive. I'm very curious about Napoleon's now.
Oh, Napoleon's is huge. Like, Napoleon's has a lot of information. But then again, there were context clues to tell you that there was a lot to Napoleon.
Yeah.
He
got bit by a shark and beat it to death.
Yep. There's actually more to that. There's a lot to his stuff.
Once they're done with this stretch of fight, Kadir definitely wants to go through the library.
Because of the fact that Napoleon, as he mentioned, was part of the Atharian army. He wasn't just part of, like, protecting his hometown. He came back because Samuel became the mayor and he wanted his brother to be safe.
Next, I'm gonna look at a file at Sammy.
Yeah, well, I know you. You're a comedian.
And then maybe Willie. I miss Willie.
Oh, wait a moment. I'm the leader.
What I say goes. No,
I'll say when to charge. All right, let's charge.
Exactly.
Charge. Wait a moment. I'm the leader. I'll tell you what it was.
Really well.
Thank you. It was a little old cricket bug. Good night, Napoleon. Good night, Lafayette.
I think I can do Napoleon's voice. Hold on. Oh, wait, Napoleon was the little thing, yeah.
Lafayette was the beagle. Napoleon was the hound dog.
Yeah. Now I remember. Ugh. It's been like years since I saw that movie.
Did you see him? No, he snuck around me and two-tailed me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed because I'm tired.
Good night, well, thanks for hanging in there, bud.
Sleep well, guys. I mean,
I don't wanna. The stream isn't over yet, so.
I know.
Okay.
Abby's just giggling in the room because I'm doing Napoleon's voice.
Hi, Abby.
Tiny says hi, Abby.
Hey, yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
All right. Oh, and so does Stray. I wouldn't. She says hi back, but she sounds tired. But I will say this to end this stream properly. Wait a moment. I'm the leader. I'll say when it's the end. Oh, it's the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and you guys can check us out more on every Saturday.